Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing great. I got a good one for us today. Look, there's a kayaker out there. We're in the Pacific Northwest, came up from California. Beautiful summertime in Washington. Quite beautiful, I must say. But what's more beautiful is feeling good enough to do this. And listen, if you're waiting to feel perfect to go out and do anything like this, you might be waiting forever. I don't feel perfect, but I just continue to suit up and show up, and that is the name of the game. And hey, listen, I know what it's like. I know what it's like to be bedbound. I know what it's like to be housebound. I know what it's like to be through more MRIs and lab work than I can count on both hands and toes. I know what it's like to not be able to sleep. I know what it's like to have digestive problems. I know what it's like to be completely deregulated. It is no fun, let me tell you. There were times doubted I'd ever feel better again. By the grace of God, I'm out here today sharing with you. Don't give up. Continue to just push forward. The thing that I really wanted to say today is some of the things that this is going to work for people, whether they're healthy or unhealthy, is repetition. We're really guided by our mind. And I know for me, I got into a really big doom loop, trying to explain my situation to anybody who'd listen, doctors, family, friends. Your world just slowly gets smaller and smaller until you're left with your own, to your own devices to try to navigate through a health situation, a health crisis. And it's very real. And it sucks because for a lot of people, especially like I'm doctors, like, yeah, labs look fine, scan looks fine. You know, and I did eventually have some things pop up where they're like, yeah, you have maybe some mild emphysema, or you have some nodules on your lungs. I'm so, oh my God, it's over. It's over. But the reality is this: the mind can make you sick. The mind can absolutely heal you as well. And we've heard the stories of people with spontaneous healing. We know it's possible, but we don't give ourselves that chance because we don't think it's possible. And there's times where I'll get some aches, pains, don't feel great, and my mind wants to take me back to, crisis. Maybe I should go get looked at. Maybe I should go. And maybe I shouldn't. For me, at this point, I don't even want any more doctors looking at me because I just don't want, if something's wrong, I don't even want to know about it. Let me live what's left of my life and enjoy it, because I'm finally to a point where I can kind of enjoy it. I'm on a road trip. I've been across America. But like I said, I know what it's like. I've been stuck at home for years. First, a solid year the first time. Then I thought I was good to go, and it came back. So there's things that you can do. You can use supplements. You can change your diet. I think out of everything, changing the diet is probably the biggest. For me, I cut out dairy. I try to focus on whole foods, get a really clean diet going. And it's hard these days, right? It's hard sometimes. And every once in a while, nowadays, somebody will bring me a plate of food, and it might not necessarily be something, I'm trying to stay away from. So, sometimes I'll have a little cheat. I took a bite of ice cream recently and felt guilty about it. I was like worried. I'm like, oh my God, I don't know if I should have done that. But the reality is this: it's all going to come down to repetition. You got to give your mind proof that you're okay. And like I said, if you're going to wait to feel perfect to go out and go for a walk or do anything of any significance, you might be waiting forever. For me, I can reflect now, and I'm just far enough removed now that I can start to reflect on that and pass along some of this knowledge. Is the mind? We're guided by our mind. And for me, I can still practice negative talking. I still have a little post-traumatic stress disorder, I'm sure, from this. But now I don't talk about my health unless it's good, if I can help it. Unless you're at the doctor's office, then maybe. But creating a simple routine. It could just start with one thing. When I wake up, I'm gonna get on my hands and knees and pray. and then the mind gets evidence. Well, this is something that we're doing now, right? I'm gonna drink a big glass of water. First thing, I'm not gonna reach for my phone. Little teeny tweaks to our life over time become lifestyle changes that are gonna potentially bring you out of what you're going. What do you got to lose? What do you have to lose? Clean up your diet, create a routine. Go ahead and get out and do whatever you can with repetition and routine, and try to visualize your life however you want to visualize it, hopefully like healthy. Those are the things that are going to carry you out of where you're at. If you're part of support groups, be careful. I was part of support groups, had recovery coaches, signed up for expensive programs. I was willing to do anything. I was willing to drain my bank account. If you told me, hey Scott, this will work, but you're gonna have to drain your bank account, done. Where do I transfer the funds? Like, that's how desperate I was. Now, sometimes I think about all the money I spent. I don't want to say wasted, because it was required. I had to do what I had to do to get to the point where I was willing to turn inward instead of outward. And some days are better than others, but look at me today. I'm out here, I've been walking for hours, and just loving life as much as I can. Is it perfect? No. Will it ever be perfect? Maybe. I don't know. But sometimes we have to settle for almost and strive for more, right? We got to continue to strive and set goals. But that's what I wanted to let you guys know. Just do what you can. Clean up your diet. Practice repetition in your life, a schedule that's not centered around symptom solving, that's getting out of the problem and in the solution. Act like the person you want to become, and then eventually your mind will follow. Appreciate the content. Give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below, and I'll see you guys on the next video.